What do you think Jesus would say about Pride Month? Well, let's talk about that. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Reverend Sharon Renae, and welcome to this week's Sunday Inspiration presented by Spiritually Centered. And this week we are going to talk about Pride Month. And would Jesus support that? Well, as a unity minister and as what I'm going to call a progressive person, and in believing in unlimited love, I would say absolutely yes, Jesus would support Pride Month. But the thing is, why do we have to have Pride Month, you say? Why do we have to have something that celebrates a specific group of people? And what about Pride for straight people? Okay, what's the difference here? Do you hear what you're saying when you say that? What's the difference? When we marginalize people and we don't allow them to be who they are because that makes us a little bit uncomfortable and we suck in and we get tight. And how many of you have flipped off the channel already, right? Why do we do that? And so Pride Month is, again, that the marginalized group of the LGBTQ IA plus community is saying, I'm going to be me. And they're standing in pride against all of this adversity, against where we're trying to say, follow the box, stay in the box. You can't get out of the box because how are we going to be comfortable? Now I'm going to ask you, have you lived your life in a box? Do you keep inside those boundaries? And I'm going to ask you, how happy are you by staying inside those lines, those colored lines? How happy are you staying within those lines? And are you being true to you by keeping your head down and following what everybody tells you to do? I think not, right? Because we have to be ourselves. And this wonderful community is empowering all of us to take pride in who we are, to follow that inner voice, to trust the divine within. So don't you see, there are teachers. Anybody that colors outside the line, be it a gay person, be it an artist, be it a writer, be it an adventurer, anybody that's willing to go outside the line is teaching us about growth. We cannot grow in a boundary. We can't. We stay the same. And what if this is the advancement of humankind, right? Is allowing everybody to be who they are, regardless of race, sexuality, religion, any of age. What if we just took discrimination away and just let people be who they were and are and did it with love? And instead of saying, hey, that's my gay friend over there. Hey, that's my black friend over there. Hey, that's my old white friend over there. That's the old lady across the street with the cats. What if we could just acknowledge people being people with their eclectic and wonderful personalities instead of how we discriminate? And so that's why I believe that Jesus would be celebrating Pride Month, and Jesus would be pushing against the grain of all of those who are trying to make laws and rules and restrictions of not letting people be true to who they are. The devil didn't put that in them. Not for 1 minute did the devil put that in them and make that a test, right? Their divinity told them who they were, and they had the let me find a nice word to say, beach balls to go with it, to support it, to honor who they are. And I am so grateful to call people in this community my friend. I'm so grateful to be able to be here to support something that needs to be supported. The marginalized would not be marginalized if we took off the boundaries. So, take pride in Pride Month. Take pride for who you are. Take pride in following your authentic truth and your own divinity. And take pride for all of you that have always been afraid of getting out of the box, out of the jail cell, out of the closet, whatever you put yourself in, to be in the norm. Because you know what? The norm is boring. Doesn't give you anything and you don't grow. So, take a chance and support Pride Month with pride and love. And until next time, namaste.